I thought that I'd let you in on my process, show you what. Yeah, I'm gonna do my check-in right now for week 6. I am almost out of pages in my notebook. And I thought I had a new pen for this. Is it this? That's almost empty. It's fine. Oh yeah, but first I have to do the accounting. Because I don't think that I was as good about that. Sorry. I have to be on that side of that. Sunday. Yesterday. And that's what's happening. How many days this week did you do your morning pages? I'm very consistent with my morning pages. I do them every day, every week. Did you do your artist date this week? Have you considered allowing yourself to? Actually, yeah. I did do my artist date this week, and I did do 2 artist dates this week, but I was actually trying to do catch up from previous weeks where I hadn't done my artist date. Yeah. But what did I do? I've kind of forgotten already. I know that Monday. Yeah, so on Monday of last week, I drove myself out of the city just a short ways um, to this food place that I really like that they have in the South. It reminds me of home. Um, one of the guys that works there is actually from the same town that I'm from. So I, got food there and took it to a park and kind of picnicked. I was on the phone with my brother for a lot, but then I got off the phone with him and just kind of walked around, and it was like the park was empty, so like the playground equipment was empty, and I got on the swing set and I swung for a little bit, and I just had a nice day. It was really nice. I don't know if you could hear that. It's so nice to get out of the city. I want to get out of the city a lot more. I'm tired of apartment living. Like, can you hear that? You probably can't, but I can. It's yeah. Um, and like I said, I did 2 this week. So on Wednesday, I went to play basketball. I just like shot hoops by myself. Um, the check-in always asks like, how did the artist date make you feel? Monday's artist date made me feel like kind of relaxed, really nice. It felt expansive for some reason. Like, I don't know, like the sky was so blue, and the hills that I was staring at were so green. I need to get out more. I need to get out of LA more. And then Wednesday, playing basketball, it made me feel self-conscious. Basketball has always made me feel like a little bit self-conscious because I'm not great at it. I like playing, but I'm not great. I was missing a lot of shots. I, you know, I felt like I was being watched by like the men in the park because I was, like it's like hard going places by yourself as a woman. It just is. I do it, but like, my God, like I could literally like, when you're being watched. Um, and I got frustrated because there was like I was trying to do like around the world, but I kept missing shots. And then afterwards, I felt really, really sore. Like, really sore. I don't have a pair of basketball shoes, so I was just playing in Converses, and my feet were hurting so bad. But overall, I say that I enjoyed it. Did you experience any synchronicity this week? I did. Like, maybe I should answer these check-ins like during the week, or I should write down. I should write down synchronicity that I experience. I should do a check-in after my artist date so that when I get to the end of week check-in, I can actually remember what I did. Yeah, the synchronicity I'm thinking about in particular is a friend. She texted me. She was catching up on these videos on my YouTube channel. And she saw that I had started The Artist Way and she had just ordered the book. I think that that's synchronicity, you know? Because I'd been like, is anybody actually watching my videos? That's like a thought that I had. So for her to text me and saying that she was, one, catching up on my videos, that was an answer to my question, my anxiety about, speaking into the void. That's the internet. The dying internet is what it feels like. So yes, people are watching my videos. Thank you if you're watching. Yeah, I think that's synchronicity. That you think a thought and you don't really act on it because you don't have to. Because the universe will move to match your thoughts. I'm gonna write that down. Okay, and then question 4. Were there any other issues this week that you consider significant for your recovery? I think I ran out of time this week to do a lot of the tasks. They weren't really like sit down and write tasks like I talked about last week, like go out and find leaves and rocks. I found one leaf. throw out clothing, bake something, send postcards. I didn't do any of that. So I didn't dedicate enough time to complete as many tasks as I wanted to. And I think I had some issues with like seeking validation from people that are what the book would consider blocked creatives. Let me write it and then I'll kind of explain it. Okay. So like I was saying, I think an issue for me this week was that I went kind of seeking external validation, and I was vulnerable in a space that I don't think was as safe for me as I thought and as I wanted it to be. On this journey, really early in the book, it talks about like protecting yourself and your creative recovery, because I am in a really vulnerable place right now. And I do need to be surrounded by people who aren't like judging me, at least out loud. I don't know. Blocked creatives, like, they're your friends and they're your family and they care about you, but maybe they don't quite understand what you are attempting to do with your life, with your art, with your spirituality. This book is spiritual. Like, if you're not prepared for that, do not expect your blocked friends to applaud your recovery. And I think I jumped the gun on that, and I think that I was looking for some applause. Hey, I'm a Leo. What do you expect? I live for the applause. But ultimately, the validation that I seek has to come from within. And so anytime that I feel kind of rejected or judged, or I feel like that negative energy from having been vulnerable, it's just a reminder that just to turn in, and not in a way that's just like I'm going to shut myself out from the world, but that I'm going to, that like my joy and my power comes from me. Nobody else is going to save me. Okay, so that was week 6, and now we can start week 7. Recovering a sense of connection. I do not have my highlighter. I haven't been highlighting a bunch lately. Like I said, it's been boring to me, or like things have kind of slowed down. I'm gonna go grab my highlighter. Why did I start the artist way? I started it because, y'all, I'm at a breaking point in my life, or like I was, or I still am. I'm at a breaking point, and it's a point to break through. It's not a point to break down for me, but I'm at a breaking point. And I was at the start of it when I started this. I'm not doing this just because everybody else is doing it. I'm not doing it to hop on a wave. If you are, I don't think it's going to work for you. You got to do it for you. Doing something just because it worked for somebody else, that is not ever going to work. Or I mean, maybe it will, but you'll lose yourself because you won't be doing it for you. Do it for you. I'm doing it for me. Plenty of people have done it before me. Look at the back of the book. Look at the names on the back of the book. Russell Brand is crazy. But but Martin Scorsese, Elizabeth Gilbert, I don't know who Elizabeth Gilbert is. But you know, this lady, Julia Cameron, like, but just because it's popular doesn't mean that it's any less meaningful. It doesn't mean that it's gonna work the same way for you. Anyways, if you think that I'm doing this, if you think that I'm putting myself on camera for clout, check the views right now. Check the views right now and let me know if I got clout. Like, anyways, you think I'm doing this to be famous? I am. So fuck you. Whatever you think about me, let it be true to you and stay the hell away from me. Think what you want about me, but stay the fuck away. Week 7. Recovering a sense of connection. We turn this week to the practice of right attitudes for creativity. Attitude. The emphasis is on your receptive skills as well as active skills.